All right, Chris. Sorry I took down your rock structure there. We'll see if we can maybe put it back. But I borrowed them to make this little fire pit and have a ring around it. Let's go get some firewood. So in my last video, I asked the question, have we forgotten how to cook on a real fire? We have lots of camp stoves. I use a gasifier all the time. I still have it with me today. Do I have a gas stove? No, I don't. Do I have a backup plan? Cooking on a fire. That is the idea. So today, I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I brought a little piece of char cloth with me and a piece of hemp ribbon. Now, it's not processed. It's obviously that's char cloth. That's hemp ribbon. Now, you could, pull these apart. This is like something you put on a present. It was on something during the holiday, and before it went away, I stole it because I think it's really cool. I'll show you how this works and how this works. I'm not using a ferro rod. I'm not using matches. I'm not using a lighter. I'll show you how we're going to light this up. There's no big mystery today. I'm going to use one of these. This is a magnifier. A lens. We're going to try to use this. The problem with this is that there's such a limited amount of time you can use it for real fire starting. It doesn't work at night. It doesn't work on cloudy days at all. You have to have that full sun. And now one of the things about this is that you're only capturing, this is a 2-inch lens, so we're capturing 2 inches of solar radiation and focusing it into a beam. The problem with that is that it's a really tiny little beam. I have tried for some years now to ignite a whole lot of different things, and if it didn't have some type of accelerant on it, it really didn't go. Now, it smoked immediately, and I want you to see how fast this kind of works. It'll smoke really fast, but when you remove the heat source, it just goes out. I've tried lots of different things. I've tried paper, and if you're using paper, you'll get it to smolder, but it's really hard to get it into a flame of any kind, or to get it to take off and do more. I do want to add that if you're using white paper, use some sunglasses, because that white will reflect the light and you'll have little spots. You won't be able to see what you're doing. It's kind of like arc welding. Today we're going to be using char cloth as an igniter, and then the hemp to get it going, and then I'm also going to try to use a little bird's nest when I get back to blow that into a flame. I mean, there's still some work to be done with it. It's not going to poof up like a ferro rod. I think that shows. All right, so there's a big one. If you make a circle, I mean, you've got to get the circle. If you don't get a circle, you're not on line with the sun. All right, and then you take it down to the right point. You see just how fast that begins to smoke? And take it away. So there's a little burn spot right there, but I'm certainly not going to ignite this. You might think a leaf might be different. But it won't sustain. Right, so here's a piece of hemp. Well, that right here where that other dot was. Let's see what happens with it and without it. Okay, so we had smoke. So what I'm going to do is take a small piece of char cloth. I'm just going to tear off a little piece, just like that. Put that away. And then I'm going to lay it right about here, so I'll be able to fold it over and hang on to it, okay? That's the idea. What I want you to see is just how fast this lights up. it might take two hands here. Let me see if am I recording? Oh God, it's so bright here. Yeah, I guess I am. Okay, stay put. So what I got to do is just find my focal place, just like I did before. Right here. Is it round? Yep. Bring it in. See that little wisp of smoke? You can see that it's burning the char cloth right there. It's already lit. I can feel the heat from it. You can see the smoke from it. Okay, she's getting hot. Let me get back over there. Okay, sorry. It flamed right up before I could even get over here with the hemp. Okay, so let's get some pine needles in here. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to get my stuff going. Got some pine needles now. I want my starter to be pine sticks. Watch me, I'll put the thing out. I did. I let it go out. Those leaves burn extremely fast. So let's get some more of those. I think we're on the right course. You know, there's a little... Well, there's something. I'm not going to pick that up with my hand, I can tell you that. Okay. I really don't think that's going to work at all. That didn't go as planned. You can see how quickly it lit, and then the hemp just went crazy when it lit up. I thought I'd have a little more time than that to get back over here to the fire hole. I'm going to prep another piece of charcoal, another piece of hemp, and obviously it should have been put in a bundle. I got a little fire starter started, but I think I need to get some leaves in this fire hole first. You can see that I don't have much time with the hemp and the char cloth until it just goes into flames. I don't even have to blow on it. It's hot, and the hemp really does a good job. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer to my fire hole, which I'm right here by the fireplace. And we'll try to roll this up a little tighter. I'll try to do it right here. I got some pretty good sun right here. It doesn't take a lot, apparently, with doing it this way. Maybe if I don't have to run, we're good or done. Okay, I saw a little smoke there. So I'm just going to fold it over on itself. All right, let me prep some some of these bigger pieces here. We split these up a little bit. See if that works. While that's burning down some more, really too hot for cooking, but not too hot for coffee water. Now, I don't need it boiling hot, but I do need it to boil because it's creek water, right? So let's get a little filter pack in there. You can do those from cold water up. Let's get it boiling so it'll be safe to drink. Little piece of trash right there. While my water is coming up to a boil, I'll see if I can get a little bite to eat ready. Attaboy. I'm doing a lot of squatting today, which I don't generally like to do. I had my, I'm gonna sit down. I had my chair earlier, it broke. One of the legs on it broke. I've used it many times and I must have done something wrong or it just failed and decided to break. So I'm sitting down on my fanny today. Yeah, without the little stool, life kind of goes back to the way it was when I grew up. You never had a place to sit, you know. Gotta go get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, so today's been kind of tough. I broke my chair. I couldn't get my fire to go the way it always has in the past. It was always a really simple thing to do, to use the hemp, put a little char cloth on it, put a little spark on that. Today I was going to use the magnifier, which I did, and could not, you know, do it. I guess I was in too big a hurry to be, you know, normal. Smoking up the woods, it looks like. I hope I'm not. Yeah, I kind of am. We'll get a little more, get some cool water in my coffee here. Gotta say, that's excellent. Stroke of luck. I had no idea how long to boil it. You kind of look at, you know, the darkness, the colors, whatever. Alright, so what I have now is my frying pan. I have the fire down to some coals, and I have a little bit of Crisco up here on the edge. But I am going to dig out a place for my handle. What I'm attempting to do is another no-bake biscuit. Trying something different with this one. I have some flavoring placed in it. We'll see how that goes. So it's cook on one side, you know, flip over, cook on the other kind of moment. Should be pretty hot. I think I'm gonna have to restoke my fire. No, she's pretty hot. So what we have here is a piece of steak, and I think that I have two. All right, this might be a real good time for me to get out the party favor. So the deal is, I need to get this fire going a little bit better from a distance. Let's see what happens. I think it works. I'm eating my biscuit. Now, it's a little heavier than when I cooked before. So you can hear that sizzle now, can't you? What I found, sometimes you put a pan in there, you smother all the oxygen out of the coals, they start to go out. It's a pretty good biscuit though. I mean, it's not baked well. The pan's a little hot, cooking over a fire. Don't have much control over the heat. I'll take it. Move my pan. And yes, I got ashes in my coffee. Just to join the other ones that I already had. Give that some time to heat back up. See? I'm thinking if I get this thing completely out of there, it'll cook better. Ow! Old man getting up. Ow! Just some water. Help clean the pan. I got my steak. I got my partially cooked biscuit. Okay. No, it's actually cooked. It's not doughy, but no, it didn't rise any. Now, what we're going to do here, that's such a good flavor. That is so good. So, thank you for joining me here in the woods for an attempt at lighting a fire with a magnifier. If you haven't tried it, give it a whirl. It's not as easy as you think with something other than char cloth. Char cloth makes that a simple process. Doesn't take but just a moment, you know, and it works. But you go through all the same procedures you normally do for lighting a fire with a bird's nest and getting it, you know, blowing your ember, except this is going to be a lot quicker. That thing's going to take off if you use some type of hemp or whatever. Those leaves that I'm pulling off the trees here, I think these are beech, and they're still on from, you know, from fall when they died. They won't fall off until springtime comes and the new bud pushes them off. So they're really dry. They're ready to go up. But give that a try. See what you think about using char cloth and a magnifier to start your daily fire with. Till then, this is Mike's Wild World. Appreciate you watching. See you next time. I'm going to eat some steak. Make sure your fire's out and cover it back up. And one more thing you have to do. You have to stack Chris's rocks back up. Okay. Well, Looks pretty good. Well, this is Mike from Mike's Wild World. Like if you can, comment by all means, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. How the heck did I get out of here?